on the go with Joe, and today he is enjoying the colors of spring.
Yeah, they are on full display in Woodburn right now. Joe joins us live to tell us all about the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival, a really neat tradition, Joe.
It sure is, Shauna, and here's the woman you can thank for that. This is Barb Iverson with Wooden Shoe Tulip Farm. Barb, it's great to see you.
Thanks for coming out, Joe.
Well, we're so glad to be back because, you know, this is a tradition we've been able to do with you for years, but the last 2 years weren't necessarily exactly what we were used to in terms of the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival. Last year you were open, but, you know, you had capacity requirements because of COVID, and then 2 years ago you didn't even get to have the festival, unfortunately.
We closed completely.
The great news is we are back full bore here, so let's talk first of all about the fields. We are kind of, right now, really hitting our stride in terms of seeing the beautiful color. We're actually taking a drone shot right now so we can kind of get the aerial perspective. Tell me a little bit about kind of the fields and what people are seeing right now.
So now's the time to come.
Yeah.
The color's perfect. There's still a few varieties to bloom, but some of the early ones now are gone. So we never get 100% bloom, but now is what I consider peak bloom.
What is that window that it starts? Like, when do the first ones pop up, and then how long do you still have color here?
We opened on March 18th, and we had varieties that were in bloom at that time. And when we close May 1st, there'll be varieties in bloom. So there's, you know, like a 6-week period of time when tulips are in bloom, but they're not in bloom all at the same time, but most of them. So we kind of hit a sweet spot, and that's where we're at right now.
Okay, so now as you can see here, we do have some people out here. Now, these are folks who bought photography passes. The actual, I guess, full event starts at what, at 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
Okay,
on weekdays, it's 9 to 6.
Yeah.
Weekends, it's 8 a.m. until 7 p.m.
So talk to me a little bit about what else will be happening here, because obviously the centerpiece, the fields, the color, taking photos with your family, but there's lots of other stuff you can do while you're here.
Well, this is why they come. But, you know, we've got kids' activities. We've got vendor, you know, kind of like a Saturday market here that happens. And days like today, they'll be all out in full force. Food, great selection of food. Wines, again, we have our own wines here. We've got places out in the field where you can actually get your wine and sit by the edge of the field and just enjoy the color.
I mean, on a day like today, I mean, where else would you rather be? If you're not in a good mood here, I don't know what to tell you, folks. This is absolutely kind of, you know, just great for your soul to come out here, see the color and all the beauty here at the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival. Thank you once again, Barb, for having us out.
Thanks for coming out.
And we do want to mention, by the way, for people that want to come, they do need to get their tickets ahead of time, right?
Ahead of time, online ticketing. So we've done online ticketing. It has helped eliminate our lines on weekends.
Yeah.
So you can just drive in and come on in, and that's really nice.
Don't have to worry about the big traffic jam. As always, we'll have more information at kptv.com. Barb, thank you very much. Another way you can avoid the traffic jams, guys, if you have one of these. Speaking of which, coming up in our next half hour, we're going to talk a little bit about that, about how you can actually maybe even take a ride here at the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival. That's coming up in just a bit.
It is so gorgeous.
And what great views to see from that vantage point. All right, Joe, thank you.